Good evening and welcome to the Sugathadasa Stadium. It's a knockout game, Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2026. Trinity College Kandy taking on Zahira College Maradana. It's going to be a very, very interesting game going by the form lines of both these teams in the pre-quarterfinals fixtures that they played and going by the game that we played yesterday. It's going to be an absolute cracker. And joining me in the commentary box to run you through today's fixture is Sudarshan. Welcome, Sudarshan, to the Combox.
Thank you, Abid. And now a very warm welcome to all our viewers joining us on the Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel. And we are going to have a game and a half on our hands. If we are going to judge by what was delivered yesterday, we are in for an absolute treat. 3 quarterfinals happening today. And this one is going to pique the interest of a lot of people who are interested with schools rugby. Unusual location for schools rugby, but not an unusual location for the President's Trophy, because most games tend to take place on a neutral venue. And Trinity, last time they travelled here, it was against Thurston. Did have a fabulous first half, didn't have a great second half, just like the pre-quarterfinal game. They will want to make sure that they capitalize on opportunities that come here. Zahira, on the other hand, bowed down to Trinity in the semi-final last time around. They will want to make sure to get one up against the Trinitians and book their place in the semi-final here. 30 Celsius is how the weather holds, weather report says, but it's a little more humid than that. And from left to the right of your screens, there is a constant wind that blows, and hopefully the clouds come around and make it a little more easier for these lads to ply their trade.
Most definitely, you saw both teams having a hydration break, and that 20-minute hydration break is also going to be very important to both these teams, how they hydrate themselves. But it's always the hydration and the nutrition that you have pre-match that comes to the fore in these games, and it's a knockout game, so it's winner takes it all here.
The round of 16 of the pre-quarterfinals concluded last week. Trinity College getting a win against Thurston College. 38 points to 80 is how it finished, but 38 points was what Trinity scored in the first half. Second half, there was absolutely none that Trinity scored. So that is something that they will be concerned about and will want to fix. St. Peter's getting a win, 45 points to 3, but they went down to the next team, Wesley College, who gathered up 77 points. Absolutely impressive game yesterday at Havelock Park, which was fabulous. Isipatana College, who won their game against Science College, will take on St. Joseph's, who won their game against Kingswood after that last gasp penalty. DSNNIK College going down to Zahira, 17 points to 27. Impressive backline from Zahira College, really getting them that victory under lights at CRNFC. St. Thomas's, 31 points to 24. It was a second half rally that secured the win for the lads from Mount Levidia, setting up an impressive Royal Thomian quarterfinal, which will be happening today at Havelock Park. Royal College winning their game against the Antonians, 34 points to 13, are going to be a team to watch out for. The fixtures today: Royal College taking on St. Thomas's, like I mentioned, at Havelock Park. Isipatana taking on St. Joseph's, that's at Royal Complex, and Trinity taking on Zahira in this game here at the Sugathadasa Stadium.
Trinity College and Zahira College lock horns today, and the winner of that will take on Wesley College in a semi-final. Isipatana College play St. Joseph's College, and the winner of that will play the winner of the Royal Thomian that will be worked off today at Havelock Park. So all to play for in this Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts. It's a brand new season, Sudarshan, a brand new players coming through the under-16s and really making a name for themselves. They've just had the 1 week, but already people have started to preemptively make what these teams are like and how these teams play. Zahira College, that 27-17 victory against DSNNIK College, just like Trinity College, who had the 38 points in the first half, no points in the second half. Zahira College went into Lemons with a 24-7 lead against DS Senanayake College and only notched up the 3. So it's going to come down in this quarterfinal to the last quarter.
Yeah, going to be a very, very interesting one for both Trinity and Zahira. And on the other side of the table, Isipatana College St. Joseph's will be an interesting one as well. Played at Royal Complex and Royal taking on the Tomians. That is going to be at Havelock Park.
A little preface to the Michael Gunaratna Trophy. And here we have Trinity College taking on Zahira College. We'll cross over for a commercial break and we'll see you on the other side with team news and live action.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල් අවුවත් එක්ක ඇතිවන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජවලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Saratama enjoy karanga party ekata go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth ekata go එකක්.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සාතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Kitchen එක advance කරන්නේ දැන් wife උත් happy එකේ ඉන්නේ.
Wife happy කරන්න kitchen එක advance කරන්න.
Welcome back to the Sugathadasa Stadium. It's Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts action. Trinity College taking on Zahira College in this quarterfinal fixture. One of the 3 quarterfinals that are coming to you live on the Papare today. Zahira College played a really good first half last week. Sudarshana, Trinity College did too. This game is going to come down, like we said before the break, it's going to come down to who wants it more. It doesn't matter if you win the game by 1 point or you win the game by 10-15 points. It's who wins the game at the end. If you don't have a winner, we'll go into sudden death, and all these boys will be looking to try and get a Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts Championship title under their belt.
Yeah, both these teams will be very eager to make sure that they try and put their best foot forward. As we take a look at the last match breakdown, like you mentioned, Trinity College running in 6 tries, 4 converted, and that penalty to go with as well against the Zahirians, who got 4 tries in total, 2 converted and a penalty to go with. What they will be worried about is the fact that in the second half they only got the penalty for Trinity. They did not score any points. So the second 35 will be very important, and the coaching staff would have been very clear with their instructions. It's a 70-minute game. You've got to make sure that you complete the entire 70 with the same intensity for you to make sure that you have the result in your favor. 38 points to 8 is how the Trinity game finished, and 17 points to 27 in favor of Zahira, versus how that game finished against DSN Anayaka College. Zahira, of course, putting up a really terrific performance against a very good DSN Anayaka side as well, and they managed to keep the DS forwards under wraps, and that's something Zahira will look to do against these big Trinity forwards as well.
Not very often you hear a commentator say big Trinity forwards, because historically Trinity have been known for their backs. Zahira College as well. But something I want to pick your brain on, Sudarshan Pires, is these 2 teams didn't have the flashiest of second halves. They had a very quiet second half. Will that make the coaches complacent to bring on the bench? Because generally you field your best 15 to start the game and you hold back players, and if the game is right in the balance and you've got the game, is when you start to roll out the substitutions. Do you think they'll be complacent to roll out their substitutions early on in the second half?
Well, interesting, isn't it? Because yes, traditionally the coaches would start with their best 15, but now rugby has turned out to be a 23 or a 25 member game, so coaches will make those strategic decisions on who to start and who to bring on at the correct time. And unlike back in the day, you do see substitutions coming on in the first half as well. So it will be very interesting to see, just like in cricket, the matchups, how the matchups work, and the coaching staff will make the decisions accordingly. The road to the final in the 2025, Zahira and Trinity met in the semi-final, 1 step forward from where they're meeting now. Trinity College managing to win that one 29 points to 12. However, Trinity did struggle again in the second half against Zahira up at Royal Complex. So Trinity will be hoping that they don't have those troubles returning. Trinity went on to the final beating Zahira College and meeting Isipatana, bossing that game up until that last second, and then Kodituaku breaking all Trinity hearts and winning it for Isipatana. Isipatana still alive in this competition, will be meeting St. Joseph's, and they will be hoping they can go one step forward as well. Isipatana has been the team to watch out when it comes to knockout competitions.
You talk about Isipatana College being the team to look out for in knockout championships, and from 1978 through to 2025 they have 15 knockout championships under their belt, with St. Peter's College not following closely in second, but they have the 8. Isipatana College won the trophy in 2025, St. Peter's only won in 2023, so on the trot it has been Isipatana 2024 and 2025, St. Thomas's College with the 6, Kingswood with the 4, Trinity College with the 3, tied with Royal College with the 3, but Zahira College yet to win a championship. Is this their year?
Yeah, is this that year is what we all the Zahirians will ask. If you look at this standing, St. Peter's College winning it in 2023, they had a very successful run. 2 back-to-back victories as well. St. Thomas's College under Shavin Kapuat is when they last won it in 2009. That was a solid team, the Tomians had. Kingswood College last winning it under Eran the Virakudi. That was in 2005, a year after Trinity's coach Fasil Marita won it in 2004. Trinity College last winning it with Murad Ramsin. That was in 2011. And Royal College, the last winner for them, last win rather for them came under Sulka Hamid in 2002. So that's been a while since they won it. St. Joseph's College, their maiden and the only title in 2017 under Vinul Fernando. Thurston College have won one in 1998. Wesley College under Rahul De Silva in 2013, and Science College, of course, winning it, their maiden and the only title under Lastindu Karnatalika, who is now a double winning champion as a skipper at CRNFC as well, winning the league and the knockouts. And with that, we will go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will have the team cards and plenty more information to give you about this all-important game.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. Obat quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. Obat quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Welcome back to the live action brought to you from the Sugathadasa Stadium, quarter-final between Trinity College and Zahira College here at Sugathadasa in the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockouts 2026. We are going to have a cracker-lacking encounter here, and the field is looking as brilliant as it always does here at Sugathadasa. We'll take a look at the team cards of the two teams. Zahira College, Ahmad Arfat, Shahib Bishan, Habib Uzni, Akif Azmil, Amin Rifnaz Rimshad, Saiful Zulfikar and Muzil Samad making up their 8. Afam Abdim and Hakim Chunchi, the skipper, will be the halfback combination with Ghani Saraf and Lasit Patirana being the two wingers, with Farhan Faslat and Basit Feroz will operate as their center combination with Imad Inam in the number 15 jersey. Hassan, Imraz, Riaz, Ahmad, Irfan, Shyam, Amin, Zahim, Risli and Alok, the finishers for Zahira College.
Well, for Zahira College, I think their most important player will be the captain, isn't it? How he plays at 10, how he manages the game at 10. He scored a number of tries against DS Serenaka College as well, but it's not the tries that come from him that really matter for Zahira College. It's how he manages the game. He's a real running fly half. And when you see the Trinity College team card, that's one of the matchups. We spoke about how it will be one-on-one and how matchups come on. And Hakim Chunchi versus Shan Altaf and Mukshid Abdul, it's going to be very important for both teams. Mr. Pereira, Ritika Veragama gets a start today, and Nahil Jaya at prop. Vihang Idusara comes into the starting lineup alongside Evin Jayasena, who brings in a line-out option. Nisit Kumar Singh, last week's Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match, pairs off with Hamza Abdin in the flanks, and Achinta Jayasena moves from prop forward to number 8 for this season. Udan Vijayakon and Mukshid Shyam will play at 9 and 10. Sadisha Veerawansa and Kevin Veerakon impressed in that first half. in the pre-quarterfinals. Thisara Paris gets his first start, an absolute speedster. Dimat Ambepitiya on the other wing, and the captain Shan Altaf at 15. Jai Singha, Rodrigo, Kavisidu, Fernando, Soiza, Nazir, Silva, Abdul Malik, Nimnet and Faisal are the finishers for Trinity College.
Some changes coming in for Trinity, very interesting, because after that first game, the coach has decided to make a couple of changes, and also Mukshid is going to be a very, very important aspect for Trinity College. Shan Altaf dropping to that fullback position. He started off last season as well as fullback, but then moving to the number 10 jersey. How that creativity happens with Mukshid and Altaf combining is going to be very, very important. But like you said, Sadisha Veeraswansa and Kevin Veerakone has been paired as the centre options for Trinity College, and their work when it comes to the defensive line is going to be absolutely important. And Thisara Paris, absolute speedster, out and out speed on that lad. Last year in the under 16 10-a-side tournament, he set the place alight at St. Peter's College. So it's going to be a very interesting one as the crowd slowly but surely ramp up here at Sugathadasa. Despite it being a little far away from central Colombo, it's not going to stop all these beloved and dedicated spectators coming on to support their teams.
Most definitely, when schools rugby will always have a huge crowd following. Wherever it is, it's always going to be a packed stadium. We've got some foreigners in here for today's game as well. Very, very interesting that they've made the trip, quite a long trip as well. It took me quite some time to get here, Sudarshana, but they know how important and how close Sri Lanka schools rugby is to all Sri Lankan rugby lovers.
Yeah, a lot of the overseas visitors are surprised of how committed Sri Lankans are to their rugby and the time and the longevity of the game here in the island as well. As we take a look at the match officials, all three of them in one frame. You don't see that very often. Ravin Alexander, the man in the middle with the whistle. Yatush Avinash will be AR number 1 with Chamika Nimanta, the AR number 2, on having a word with I believe that is Sanush Kabe Vikrama, the birthday boy, celebrating his birthday today. Medical staff for Trinity College, and I've been made to ask, oh, look at that, some treats coming in the way. So everybody who celebrated Eid Mubarak to all of you, and Eid Mubarak to you, Abid. Look, very nice people bringing treats. I don't see any treats brought in by you.
I tell you, Zahira College probably has the treats ready for Trinity College today. Well, I'm pretty sure throughout this week they were planning treats for Trinity College. They probably have the biryani and the watalappa ready for Trinity College. Don't worry, I'll send you your parcel your way.
They're trying to be the diplomat as he is the man's in law college, so trying to be technically correct, but minutes away from taking the game. Abid, I've been made to ask this question by a couple of people. You were part of the Trinity 2023 side, were you not? And wasn't that the same side who had some trouble when you traveled up to Maradana and reportedly had something wrong with your stomach movements or the bubble movements?
Well, here's the place where I bust all the myths about that game. I myself was dropped for that game. I was rested for the Bradby Shield, which was to be played next year, and there were 3 or 4 of us who were rested. But we came down to Colombo for that game, and the boys had something bad to eat the previous day. And since they had something bad to eat the previous day, there was a few players that loose motion, and the loose motion was mostly in the forwards. So the issue was we didn't have enough front row players to field for that game. We had our starting forwards who were down, and also one forward on the bench who was to play in the front row and come on as a replacement. So we didn't have enough of front row players. So that's where we bust all the myths. We've got a name for it as well, the Trinitians, for maybe going away from that game, but that's the real story of that one.
Well, since you did mention about the treats, I really did have to ask you that as both teams making their way to the middle. Trinitians in their huddle, Zahirians making their way to the huddle. Final instructions given by both the skippers and the senior players. Sean Altaf having a word. It's going to be a very, very important game for both these teams, irrespective of how the knockouts pan out. These are important games that will dictate terms on how your season will progress a bit. So it's going to be very, very important that these two teams really put their best foot forward.
Well, in terms of what you were talking about, Sudarshan, it also, if you don't win this game, it puts a complete full stop to this part of the season for you, and you'll have to wait a couple of weeks out. You'll have to recoup, regroup, come back. That's not something that these teams want. They've had a long preseason, a long off-season, and they've come into this tournament not to be shied away and be put away for a couple of weeks. They don't want to be forgotten. Last little huddle for these teams as they get their final messages across. Zahira College in their traditional strip, Trinity College fielding their traditional strip for the first time as well. And this man, how he controls this game is going to be very important, because both these teams generally are known to play with their backs and play fast.
Yeah, it's going to be a good running game if we are to take the first game into consideration. So referee Alexander will hope to keep the game running as well. He's one of those referees who likes to keep the game flowing as Trinity readies to start the proceedings. Mukshid puts it up. Zahira brings in some footwork. Maybe one of those players who played in the famous Zahirian football teams. Well, now that's a chance and a half. Chunchi straight away showcasing his running ability. Abdeen feeds the forwards. Big hit up on the forwards. Trinity will have to do defensively very well to keep this Zahirian attack under wraps. Inam puts ball to boot inside the 22 meters. But Mukshid opts not to call mark, and Shan Altaf duly complies and returns the favor. Skipper to skipper. Chunchi looking to run. But the Trinitians have been guilty of not retreating. Chunchi takes it quickly. This is the running game Abid spoke about, and this lad can run havoc around you. Again, another penalty quickly taken. Zahira making all the plays in these opening exchanges. Inside Trinity's red now. The forwards will pick and go and create a pedestal for their backs to run. 2 penalties against Trinity already in this game, not even 2 minutes into the clock. Now Chunchi offloads, and here's a straight running Faslat, tucking it in for Zahira College, looking for change of sides. In comes Muzil Samat, the number 8 for Zahira. Quick ball available for Shahib, offloads to the big man Arfat. Now show and go, and that's going to be the first Amana Bank try. Zahira College in the 3rd minute. Brilliant play, and in goes their halfback Muzil Zamat, scoring it for Zahira.
Well, that was a team try from Zahira College. Trinity making the mistake of not dropping back after the kick was made. It was a huge kick from Zahira College to get them onto this part of the field, Sudarshana. And as soon as that kick came and the penalty came, Zahira were right on it. They didn't want to waste time at all. And that was a team try. That was brilliant. An Amana Bank try for the halfback early on. And Zahira College have really been calling the shots in these first 3 minutes. Huge wind here at the Sugathadasa Stadium. And the kick does not go through. No conversion, so it'll remain 5-0. But what a start to this game. Here's a replay of that try.
Fabulous work. Take a look at that brilliant carry by Ahmed Arfat. And then take a look at the scrum half, like all scrum halves do. Nippy little work. Goes through the middle, right underneath the post. But unfortunately, with that strong wind that was blowing across, ball falling off the tee, and they were rushed to try and convert. Trinity, if they were wondering what was happening, now surely have woken up. They need to make sure that they capitalize from here. Mokshid this time opts to go deep. Clean collection by Zahira's Zamat. Beg your pardon, apologies to Afam Abdeen, who was the try scorer in the number 9 jersey. Abdeen. Now Trinity letting the ball bounce. Altaf takes a couple of men. Was initially isolated, did very well to stay on his feet. Udan Vijay Kohn. Big tackle on Achinta. Jayasena, who's moved on to that number 8 position. Vijay Kohn kicking from the base. Zahira Chunchi looking to run, and he will run all day. Puts the ball up. Collected this time by Mukshid. Udan. Will opt to kick from the base. Puts the ball high up. Trinity this time not great work by Hamza Abdeen, normally a fierce tackler. Chunchi collects it, but lost forward.
A very, very good start to the game from Zahira College. Their defense also has really been up there. Really questioned Trinity College when they have had the ball and they have had to resort to the boot and kick it down. But Trinity's defense in the flank early on has been questioned quite a bit. That's where that little knock-on came in at ruck time. And it has brought in, this is the first set piece that's come in Trinity's way. It's in a good attacking position as well. Here's Udan Vijay Kohn.
Vijay Kohn with the feeding, important scrum for Trinity. The scrum wheels and is available. Good defensive work on Abdeen, who was the person collecting that ball. Altaf, referee, playing penalty advantage in favor of the Trinitians. Mukshid carries it forward. No arms in that tackle.
Well, the intent was right from Zahira College, but hit the man that didn't get the ball. Here's where referee decided we go back for the penalty. Late charge on Kevin Virakon, and this will really settle the nerves of Trinity College. They need to settle down. Zahira College are playing this game at rapid pace. Altaf bumps it out, and first time in the game that Trinity come onto this part of the field.
Yes, I have done fabulously well to make sure that they win this game territorially in the opening exchanges and also possession-wise as well. Whenever Trinity look to kick to Zahira, what they've done is they've held on to possession, which has made Trinity a little lackadaisical in the opening exchanges. First line out of the game, Jaya. Trinity opting to go to number 2, Vijay Kohn. Now Mukshid. Sadisha gives it to Nisit Kumarasinghe. Goes to ground. Ruck formed is the call from the referee. Very well done by the Zahirian defender to let go. Indusara with the carry. Vijay Kohn. Mukshid. Veera Kohn. Long cutout pass to Altaf, who puts ball to boot. Diving over the ball, Versa Trinity's winger. Trinity now inside 5 meters. Udan Vijay Kohn thought about going on the short side, but saw that he wasn't able to. Nisit Kumarasinghe inches away from the try line. Trinity looking for their reply. Forwards will now rally up. Going on the short side, and that's the first Samana Bank try for Trinity. Achinta Jayasena getting the score for the Trinitians and equalizing. 8 minutes of the game, Trinity reply with a try of their own. Can Sean Altaf put them in front?
Well, we're having a real super weekend of knockout footy, aren't we? Yesterday we were treated to a real heavyweight clash. St. Peter's College and Wesley College, and this game is off to an absolute flyer. All that Trinity College needed was some possession there and some form of territory, and they get their score. Good vision from Shan Altaf to get that kick ahead, and Dima Tambepitia did very well to collect that ball, open the doors for Achinta Jayasena to get the Amana Bank try.
Goal conversion for Shan Altaf. Gets good connection, but not the direction, so the scores will remain at 5 points all in the 9th minute of the game. Both teams trading punches one after the other. Trinity will be happy at the fact that first possession that they had in the opposition half, they've managed to convert that to points. Referee Alexander not happy with the ball in the middle. Chunchi with the restart for the Zahirians. Beg your pardon, Basit Feroz with the restart, kicks it deep, and it goes into the in goal. Little bit of a brain fade that time by the Trinitians. Here's an opportunity for the Zahirians. Didn't look too good. It was high, and Trinity's Premachandra, beg your pardon, Ambe Pitia could be in a lot of trouble. Well, the ball travelled into Ingola, but there was absolutely no reason, no necessity to try and kick it out.
The pressures of the situation makes you do funny things. Here's Dima Tambepitia, who made that kick as well. He thought for a second that he was doing the correct thing because he was waiting until the ball did come and pass the in-goal line, and then goes up and makes a shot that will call referee Alexander to maybe do something.
Yes, Zahiri and Namin Rifas. I think the problem was that his arms were swinging and he was around the player's neck. Needs to be... seems like his complaint is about his shoulder, which is good to see, and it's not related to his head. But opportunity, golden opportunity for Zahira College here to try and get 3 points.
Right? Ek ball ekak ekya down on chani, but still it's head to head. Mega. So it's minimum of yellow card.
So he's coming down, sir.
Yeah, it's coming down. That's why. Sorry, yellow card.
Sean tried to be the mediator and says, sir, he's coming down, and referee Alexander says, yes, only because he's coming down. The color is yellow. There was no way Ambe Bitia was going to get away with just a penalty. Abid and Trinity will have to play the next 10, -1 man.
So we go for replacement.
Well, important passage of play coming up, isn't it? We talk about knockout footy, and it's the entire 70 minutes that you have to play. Sudarshana, you can't just play the last 20 or 15 minutes and expect to win a game, and these little moments may come back to bite any team. Here's the replay of that once again. There you go. It's head on head, but it's him mitigating, and he's coming down. Shan, I thought for a second, maybe saw the other side of the card that was coming out. It's a card that they take that has the yellow card and the red card on either side, that little pouch that they have, and he saw that, and he was like, he's coming down. And pretty Funny from referee Alexander say, yes, that's exactly why you're getting the yellow. If not, have been red.
So head-to-head contact, going upwards, high tackle.
Interesting call to be made for the Zahirians. Are they going to go for
Tap.
the 5? Or are they looking at getting the points? No, they're opting to go for a quick ball. Zahira on the move. 5 meters out of Trinity line. And here's the hooker, Shahib Ishan, tucking it in for Zahira. Now the forwards will rally up. Pick and go from the Zahirian prop, Habib. In goes Ahmed. Quick ball to the backs, and here's their number 8, Musil. Trinity defense still holding. Quick ball. One man on the outside who opted to cut back inside. Wingers normally don't do that, but Lisat Patirana running into traffic. Nisit Kumarasinghe picking up from where he left off, jackling it out for Trinity. And Trinity, especially Dimatambe Pitia, will be very thankful.
A real clutch from Nisit Kumarasinghe there. It was touch and go, isn't it? But as soon as he saw the player make that wrong decision, he was right up there. Lisat Patirana will watch that replay and see the space on the outside and just question as to why he came back in, which has opened the doors for Trinity to clear their lines and just avert a bit of risk there. But it's still 5 points all. Trinity are down a man.
Yeah, Trinity down a man is something that they will be really worried about, because it's going to be very important to have all your charges, especially with this running Zahirian backline, to try and negate the threat. Trinity referee stops clock. And that's another problem, isn't it, here at Sugathadasa? If you don't have ball boys around the park, it's very difficult to try and retrieve the balls, because there is a lot of space due to the track being around the grounds.
Close the gap.
Nahil Jaya, the preferred thrower for Trinity College. This time they go to number 2, but Zahirians putting a man up that was completely crooked. Zahirians opting to go for a scrum. Keep an eye out for the Zahira backs. They have the numbers advantage and they will look to run end to end.
Here's a replay of that line out once again. Nahil Jaya not getting the throw right. Touch and go there. Important scrum coming up for Zahira College. They're on this part of the field. They need to go back with points.
Here's Chunchi from the middle. Very unfortunate. It was going forward anyway. Farhan Faslat didn't time his run. Zahira is using Basit Ferros as their first receiver in the number 13 jersey, and Chunchi coming through the middle, which is creating a lot of problems for the opposition defenses. But this time around, Farhan Faslat didn't time his run properly, forcing Chunchi to give out a forward pass, which Faslat couldn't collect cleanly.
Well, if that gives Trinity the hint that they're dropping their playmaker to the second receiver position, that's where they're going to start their attack from. And Trinity should maybe get the flanker to go to the 10, and the fly-off and the defensive line watch the man. Chunchi, oh, they charge it down. Here's Zahira College. Shan Altaf averts the risk here.
Altaf managing to collect that ball and put it out of danger. But great bit of play by Zahira, really upsetting the Trinity skipper. And that's something Shan Altaf has faced in the past couple of seasons as well. Here's Chunchi putting the ball up inside the 22 meters. Shan Altaf really making a mockery of that. And Zahira come away with possession. This is brilliant from the Zahirians. In goes Ishan Shahib. Quick ball out. Show and go from the try scorer Abdeen. Now Chunchi playing halfback. Here's Ahmad Arfat straightening things up for Zahira. Quick ball advantage in favor of the Zahirians, and referee will go back to the penalty. And Zahira College currently are making all the plays.
Well, high octane stuff from Zahira College, isn't it? Every time that they see an opportunity, they're really snapping on it. And this is very, very sensible as well from Zahira. They're going for the 3. They've been camped on this part of the field for quite some time. Now, this little kick as well, it was a very, very good one. Even if the penalty was not coming, I thought it was a good one to take that because Trinity are down a man in the back 3. But now, if this kick goes through, and it should go through with the likes of Hakeem Chunchi taking it, Zahira will have a 3-point lead. And Trinity will have only themselves to blame.
Chunchi with the goal conversion. Can he get 3 and put Zahira in front? Yes, he can. No problem at all. 16th minute of the game. Zahira go in front. 8 points to 5.
Chunchi gets them the lead back again after they scored the first try. Now for Zahira is to try and make the most of this opportunity. But for Trinity College now, it's going to be a bit of patience that they're going to have. It's 14 playing 15. But right now it looks like Zahira College are, even if it was 15-15, Zahira just seems to be putting their hand up every single time an opportunity is presented. Now Trinity needs to maybe kick deep, get their chasers up and stay on this part of the field, not go back.
Yeah, Trinity will have to manage the next couple of minutes, having lost Ambe Pitia for 10 minutes. And Zahira, like you mentioned, haven't needed the extra men because they've done what they've set out to do exactly.
Stay back.
Abdeen goes deep. And the kick comes from Fazlat. Mukshid looking for the 50-22, doesn't get the distance. And Zahirians on the counter. Chunchi just held by the jersey. And the man going down, Warren, Kevin Veerakon rather.
A man in front, no advantage.
There was a man in front of that kick, Mukshid's kick. So Trinity giving away penalty after penalty. The penalty count is a concern for the Trinitians because they've already given away 5 penalties.
Well, yeah, unfortunate there for Kevin Veerakon. Lost his footing and fell right on top of the ball and made it unplayable. Referee was right there. Chunchi. How Chunchi and Basit Feroz play for Zahira College will really be important. That's a good kick from Chunchi. Gets them past the 40-meter line. Forwards haven't really been called to play from Zahira College as much. They've been doing the hard yards and making the inroads, but the backs, I think, are really calling the shots and putting the forwards in good places.
Stay back.
Yeah, the Zahira forwards have just been doing what they've been asked for. It's the Zahira backs who've been absolutely wonderful in the past game as well. Ishan Shahib, the man throwing it into the line out. Up goes Zahira from number 2, offloads to Musil Zamat. Trinity looking to turn that over. Oh, well, Levin Jayasena, rugby is a game played on your feet. The moment you go down, you got to let it go.
Well, he thought the counter-ruck was done and clear, and he had the chance to get the ball, but there was a little bit more work to do. He should have maybe gone over that, and the man after him taken it. Young man just making a little error in judging that. And now Zahira College will march on a few more meters, and now they're just 10 meters away from scoring another Amana Bank try.
Very appreciative spectators who've turned out here in numbers. They do make their way here quite often during the football season, with a lot of football being played here at Sugathadasa. But this is an opportunity, golden opportunity for Zahira. Goes to number 2. Now they will set it up. Trinity looking to counter that initial surge. Zahira setting it up.
That's fine.
No problem, says the referee. So good maul defense by Trinity at that time. Looking to spread it out wide the Zahirians, but not managing to hold on to the ball. That time was Saraf for Zahira. Handling errors, hurting their backs, who are looking to run havoc around these Trinity backs.
Well, if that ball was caught, there was a man on the outside as well for Ghani Sarab. Try for sure. He just had to draw the last man and send it out. Trinity restored back to their original number as Ambe Pitia comes on in the 25 jumper. It's good refereeing from referee Alexander. He's served the 10, but when he comes back on, he's just given a small reminder. Just keep it low and then you'll be fine.
Yeah, fabulous management from the referee. Reminding Ambe Pitia, you have to go low. You've got to make sure that you are going under the sternum. Udan with the line out. Trinity still inside their red zone, inside the 22 meters, so they can load in the clearance, but they got to make sure that they and will be under pressure. So Sadisha Veeravansa carries it forward, making the angle a bit better. But Altafia cannot kick it out on the full. Fielding that is Patirana for Zahira. Yes, Chunchi looking to run. Changed his mind, put it up. And Trinity with a handling error, and Zahirians are playing it to perfection here. They are recognizing where the space is and they are attacking the empty space.
Well, they're really making the Trinity defense think, isn't it? They're not just putting kicks in, they're also putting their chasers up. And every time they do that, Trinity, every time the ball is kicked away from Trinity College, maybe they're thinking in their heads, there's definitely a kick coming back. Where is that kick going to come? And Hakim Chunchi has been really assessing the backfield of Trinity College very well and been putting those kicks and earning his team scrums like this.
That time a pass to no man, but still available with Zahira Saraf tackled by Veeravansa. Now Basit Feroz playing halfback. In goes Zahira's Rifnas. Referee asking Evin Jayasena not to infringe, and that's a big tackle from Sadisha Veeravansa. Picked up, show and go. Here's Muzil Zamat. Beg your pardon, that's Shahi Bishan for Zahira. Imadiram playing halfback for Zahirians, who are looking golden here, just outside the 22 meters of Trinity in the amber zone. Gets a penalty, another opportunity to get 3 points. Abdin to Chunchi. Here are the forwards, Muzil. So referee will go back for the initial infringement. 22 minutes on the clock. Referees will take a hydration break. Altaf knew exactly what the referee was going to call at. That's not a great sign.
Well, important talking as well, isn't it? That talking had to come at some point in the game, and it has come now from Ravin Alexander. Called for the 3, Zahira College, managing this game beautifully well. Well, if any team came into the Sugathadasa here today thinking this quarterfinal was going to be a cakewalk, well, it definitely is not going to be. None of the quarterfinals today will be a cakewalk, I'll tell you that much. It's all going to come down to the last quarter. And these moments in these games, these little moments where you're not playing the ball on your feet, where you're giving those high tackles, where you're not going back behind the behindmost foot, can come to bite you. Here's Zahira with the chance to get a 6-point lead. Feroz knocks it beautifully well, bisects the posts. 11 points to 15 with that goal conversion. And Zahira College go into this water break with their tails up.
A fabulous work by Zahira College. Absolutely brilliant in the 24th minute, getting their second penalty through. 11 points to 5. In the lead are Zahira. And Trinity will have to take a long, hard look at where they are at the moment. Not ideal start for the Trinitians, but for the Zahirians, they've been absolutely brilliant. Update coming to you from Havelock Park. It's 5 points to nil in favor of the Thomians. They've really put their foot forward and said, listen, last week, first half was something else. This week, it's a Royal Thomian.
Oh, most definitely. The brotherhood of the Royal Thomian is something to behold, isn't it? They played last week, they're playing this week in rugby, and once again next week they'll meet in another sport. It's cricket. So Royal Thomians all along, but this game on our hands, Sudarshan, at this water break for Trinity College, and the little communication lines that are working, the messages that come across from the coaches are going to be very important for the team, especially to the back three, isn't it? How they defend this, the kicks that are coming through from Hakeem Chunchi, who is doing a fantastic job so far. His kicks, he's putting it forward, but he's putting it forward with an aim, and that's to win possession back. It can be forcing Trinity to maybe make a knock-on, maybe make Trinity make a little error in misjudgment and not collect the ball. He's doing that very well. And this restart from Trinity College needs to go deep.
Also, something that Trinity will have to look at is while they are kicking away possession, they need to make sure that they identify the space. Currently, they are kicking it to the men who are deep down, awaiting those kicks and also making those first-time tackles. Trinity defensively have been pretty good last season, but this season they have really struggled when it comes to their defenses in the past couple of games as well. Zahira losing the ball forward, so scrum in favor of Trinity College inside the Zahirian half. Trinity's only joy this game has been the fact that the only time they've come to the Zahira half, they've gone back with points. Can they do it again and try and get a grip on this game? We will have to wait and see.
Is this the little invitation that they needed to come back into this game? Akif Azmil has given it through a knock-on. Now the Trinity backs. Number 8 break. Vijay Kohn to Ambe Pitia. Mukshid. Defense flies up on him. Beautiful work from Zahira.
Mukshid goes to ground now. Running up to that ball with Sachin Tadayasena. Making it available at the back. Now the big man for Trinity, Veeragama, carrying it forward. Veeravansa, Altaf, gives it to Evin. Here's Kevin Veerakon. Referee playing advantage in favor of the Trinitians. Jaya brings play inside the 22 meters. No hands is the call by the referee. Pass to no man, and the forwards not communicating. Decisions to be made here for the Trinitians. Are you going for points or are you going to the corner? The skipper being the place kicker as well will have to make that decision, and he's made the decision to go to touch.
But trusting his forwards, isn't it? They've done their job pretty well so far. It's the backs that haven't worked very well. The forwards have done their job to at least some extent, and he expects them to do it as well. But Trinity just need the ball, isn't it? They need the ball to be with them, and they just look a bit structured when they have it now. This pass may have not gone into hand, but right up until this point, there was some kind of structure in Trinity's attack.
That pass was meant for Veeragama. And Nisit Kumar Singh comes in and touches down for Trinity's second Amana Bank try. Through that line out quickly and efficiently done by Trinity. No problem. 10 points to 11. 1 point differentiating the two teams. Can Shan Altaf, through this goal conversion, get Trinity to the lead?
Well, now that try will make Trinity believe, isn't it? They've come to this side twice. They've gone back with points twice. 10 points to 11 is exactly what I envisioned this game to be. It's going to be a close one. And conversions like these are going to separate the winners from the losers. Good strike from Altaf, but doesn't hit his mark. So Zahira College keep the lead, and it's just a 1 point lead with around 6 minutes to go until half-time. Nothing separating these two.
Well, Zahirians will want to make sure that they are not giving away penalties, because every time they have, Trinity have hurt them. Lovely bit of work by Trinity College, changing the point of attack, and that was no match. Nisit Kumar Singh diving over for the second Amanabad try for Trinity in the 27th minute.
Well, that early engagement from Zahira College and the quick reaction from Trinity, isn't it, to transfer the ball from where they collected it off the line out. Very good work from the young lads. Now averting all risk. Kicks it, but not into touch, so it's still in the field of play. Now Altaf collects it and calls a mark.
Yeah, good from the skipper, wanting to catch some air, wanting his team to try and regroup. And when the momentum is against you, you can't play to the pace of your opposition. You got to make sure that you take charge. If they are trying to slow it down, you speed it up. But currently, Zahira wants to play it at 100 miles per hour. So Sean Altaf wanted to try and slow it down, doing it very well. And this is good from the Trinity skipper.
Well, absolutely. You've got the momentum onto your side, and now it's Trinity's chance to dictate the terms of this game. 5 important minutes coming up in the context of this game. Before you go into lemons, you always want to have that lead. Yes, that lead doesn't mean anything, but psychologically it does so much.
Yet again, Abdin, show and go. This nippy scrum off has made a lot of trouble for Trinity. Good rush defense by Veeravansa that time on Feroz. Zahira looking to go on the short side. A little dink and the collection wasn't good. Shan Altaf looking to run, went into touch, but referee will come back to the earlier knock on from Zahira.
Halves from Zahira have been really good, haven't they?
There's no advantage.
Abdin, Chunchi and Feroz as well, who is coming into that first 5/8 position. The Afam Abdin is doing a lot of work, isn't he? Goes without saying that he is really allowing chances. That ball, if it was taken from Patirana, may have set up another chance for Zahira to attack.
Vijayakon, Trinity have been looking to kick position away inside their amber zone. So something that they will have to look at, because from the opposition, here's Sadisha Veeravansa taking the direct route for Trinity. Vijayakon, a kick from base, contestable, falls, and nobody is interested in collecting that.
No, knock back. Knock on.
Lost forward call comes from the assistant referee, and this is good from Trinity. Kicks with intention, with some chase behind it. We spoke about that man in that number 35 jersey for Trinity College, Papare, and his pace. We haven't seen him touch the ball once.
That's because Trinity haven't had the ball, isn't it? They haven't been able to spread it out wide to him. But just watch for him in the back line. He just needs a little moment, isn't it? He just needs that one moment of magic to set the touchlines ablaze.
Set. Steady.
Could it be this moment? First face ball to the corner is something that Trinity will be looking for. Going on a 8-9-14 move. Dan Vijayakon decides to take it in himself. Forwards need to do some work here. Jayasena gives it to Misala Pereira. The counter-ruck from Zahira College is fabulously well done. Absolute brilliant from Zahira. Now the Zahirians looking to run. Chunchi, quick ball out to Feroz. Yes, the speedster in the corner. Saraf decided to put the ball to boot, but Shan Altaf intervening and preventing what could have been a sure try for the Zahirians.
An absolute momentum swinger there from Zahira College. Turning possession over, turning defense into attack in absolutely no time. Look at that. Just saw Indusara was alone. No man around him. Body position was high up. Attacked the man. Got the ball back.
Straight line, boys, straight line.
Well, that did look like a man coming in from the side, securing the ball for the Zahirians, but never mind. Yet again, Zahira setting it up. Maul called by the referee. They are going sideways, but still forwards. And the number 8, Zamad, breaks away from the corner. Ball out. Ball out is the call from the referee. Trinity tacklers need to get away, roll away as the Zahirian forwards keep hitting away. Now they are looking to slow it down. Zahira keep it with the forwards, suck in the defenders before they unleash their backs. Good carry yet again, and that's a penalty. The latch not controlling his body weight. That was Sirfulla,
Captain, yes.
who lost his footing.
We can go again. If the lasher is binding with you, he has to be on the feet. Right? Clear? Yaar feet tag in on. Right? Kelly magila seal karna ba. Okay, clear? Pull on the neck manda feet tag. Okay?
Very good communication. The communication was given around 2 phases before, isn't it? Zahira College were told to stay on their feet. The Latcher to stay on their feet. But it's last move till half-time, and Trinity have had enough. They want to end this half, and they want to go back, regroup, and come once again. 10 points to 11 at the end of the first 35 minutes. Fantastic showing from Zahira College, but they just have the 1 point lead. Will that be enough to hold this Trinity College team? That will be the big question that Coach Radhika Hettiarachchi and his Zahirian Chargers will have to answer. But for Trinity College, it will be a half that they'll have to forget, that they'll have to rethink, re-strategize, and come back after this.
Well, the halftime confirmation, 10 points to 11 in favor of the Zahirians. Trinity College just managing to get 2 Amana Bank tries, but it has been all Zahira making all the plays. We'll go for a quick commercial break, and on the other side, we will have the replays of the first half and the action of the second.
එතකොට මහත්තයාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Pantamai.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Abans fridge kiyanne. Abans fridge kiyanne. Paulata harima fridge ekak. Abans family ekata hariyana ape rate fridge එක.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සාතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Pantamai.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරිකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සාතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Pantamai.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Let's KFC! Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Welcome back to the live action brought to you from the Sugathadasa Stadium. Trinity College taking on the Zahirians here in the Dialog Schools Rugby Knockout 2026 quarterfinal. It's going to be a cracker-lacking affair because the first half only separates the two teams by a solitary point. Trinity College 11 points to Zahira, trailing by 1 point, 10 points to the Trinitians. It was Zahira who started off with the Amana Bank tie coming through. Afam Abdeen, then Nipi scrum half, who gets the score for Zahira. Chunchi didn't make the conversion right there. So 5 points to nil, they led. And another penalty coming in for the Zahirians. 8 points to nil was their lead.
Well, quite the interesting first half that came your way between two heavyweights in Sri Lanka schools rugby. Some of the older schools that play this sport are really living up to this game. It's a quarter-final game. The winner of this will proceed to the semi-finals of the Dialog Schools Knockout Championship, and they'll book a game with Wesley College next weekend, and then they'll play for a chance to play in the final. But first things first, both these teams need to get through this half. It's just 1 point in it. Zahira College 11, Trinity College 10. And how these 35 minutes go will not only show what this game is going to be and what this tournament is going to be for both these teams, but it's going to show what this entire season is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very important for these two teams as well. And also how this knockouts competition will plan out. Zahirians, of course, are the fourth team to take up the oval shape ball game. Trinity, on the other hand, started off for schools rugby in Sri Lanka with a game against Kinsut College, who were the starters of schools rugby in the country. 1906 was when both the teams played their first encounter. Trinity having played rugby uninterrupted for the longest time, over 100 years.
All behind the ball.
And here's Zahira looking to kick off the proceedings through Feroz Basit. Changes to the last minute.
10-5.
10-OK is the call from referee. Short kickoff for the Zahirians, who have bossed possession throughout this game. Abdeen digging for the ball. Little pressure coming from Trinity, but they are equal to the task. The Zahirians. Quick ball. Chunchi floats it out to the corner. Saraf tucks it in, makes it available. Here's Abdeen again. Chunchi using the forwards now. Musil Mansit, a wrecking ball, still on his feet, finally brought to ground. Abdeen now to Shahib Bishan. Good tackle on him by Kevin Virakon rather. Here's space for Patirana. Brings play into the 22 meters. Quick ball. Abdeen now to Muzil Zamad. Zahira starting off from where they left off. Penalty advantage in favor of the Zahirians. Can they send it to the corner? And here's Chunchi diving over. Beg your pardon, that's Feroz. Basit Feroz diving over for an Amana Bank try. And this is fabulous from Zahira.
Oh, what a start to this half. Exactly what Zahira College needed. Everything about that phase of play was perfect for Zahira College. Basit Feroz dots it down in the end to score the Amana Bank try. But tracking back to that, the restart, the kickoff, perfect. Just went the 10 meters. And then after that, the continuity of play knocked the door through the forwards. Door didn't open. They sent it out wide. First time they created the overlap on the outside. And then this time on the left-hand side flank, Trinity's defense that came across could do absolutely nothing about Basit Feroz dotting it down. Best start to the game for Zahira College in this second half.
They were exactly where the ball was, the Zahirians. And the line was Basit Feroz not managing to convert his own try. The score will remain at 16 points to 10. But Zahira really pulling the strings in this game, Mabid. Absolutely wonderful. They are sticking to their plan, not trying to do much fancy stuff, but have really pulled it up. Trinity making a substitution. Mukshid's day has been called. In comes Abdul Malik. Interesting to see where he will slot in, whether he'll slot in at number 10 or at 15. And has been given the responsibility of restarting as well. Important restart for Trinity College. Malik kicks deep. Opting to carry is the Zahirian number 8.
You're set!
Use it is the call from the referee. They go to the back. Altaf underneath that. A little bit of a juggle, but gets away. Shan Altaf now cutting back inside. Needs support on his shoulders. Doesn't get it, so has to go to the ground. Vijay Kohn, quick ball into Induswara. Vijay Kohn now to Jahaya. Trinity looking for the reply of their own. Going straight was Veeravansa. Ball out of the ruck. Jayasena now. Referee playing advantage in favor of Trinity. Veeravansa. All offside again, says the referee. Needs to roll away. Another advantage coming for Trinity. Kumarasinghe. Make way for Vijay Kohn. Here's Sachinta Jayasena. Jayasena reaching out. But referee will come back for the penalty. Opportunity for Trinity College now. Yet again, they're back in the opposition half and an opportunity to try and score.
There are multiple penalties coming up for Trinity College. They can take whichever they want. They take the quick tap. Here's one of those traditional penalty moves. Another advantage.
Now Shan Altaf goes in and scores. And Amana Bank try. Brings Crew back to just a solitary points difference. 40th minute of the game. Trinity respond.
Well, Trinity respond do they? 16 points to 15. This game is going to keep you at the edge of your seats for the next 30 minutes. Just have a look at this. The penalty move was a very good call from Trinity College because the momentum was very high. Yes, if the 3 did go through, we would praise the 3, but they've got the 5 and a chance to make it a 7 and get the lead back, which is so much important. And this kick from Shan Altaf will get Trinity the lead after quite some time. They haven't led at all in this game. It was 5 points all at one point, became 8 points to 5. 11 points to 10 is the closest Trinity have been. Altaf rounds it in and gets the conversion through. It's a goal conversion from Shan Altaf. 17 points to 16. The attacks of both these teams, Sudarshana, have been very, very, very good. But that just shows that the defenses haven't really been up there.
Yes, the defenses haven't been up there for both the teams, like you mentioned. And Trinity need to make sure, if they want to win this one, to try and keep possession. Because they've been start of possession. Every time they've had possession, they've been able to try and string an attack. Zahira, on the other hand, have been very happy to hold on to the ball. Feroz opts to kick deep. Malik goes for a flat kick inside the 22 now. Inam, no pressure on him, returns, and Abdul Malik opting to run. Inam runs into Inam, not with the force. Vijay Kohn.
Stay back.
Now Veeragama. This time a carry by Veeravansa.
Advantage and offside.
Advantage in favor of Trinity due to offside. Shan Altaf yet again looking to run. Trinity playing with the offside. This is not ideal from Zahira, giving away penalties, and every time they've given penalties in their amber or red zone, Trinity have heard them. Jayasena straightening things up
No
for
hands, no
Trinity.
He's not roll away.
Needs to roll away.
Again, advantage offside.
Again, advantage offside is the call from referee. Multiple penalties available for the Trinitians now. Vijay Kohn goes to the corner. Kevin Veerakon tries to offload. That travels forward.
Captain.
So referee will go back to
2-on-1 here for the
the
offside.
multiple penalties that's available.
Again, offside.
Altaf not blink,
Line offside, number
not
13.
not even blinking
Number
and
13.
deciding that he wants to go to the corner.
Well, that's confidence for you in your forwards, isn't it? Yes, the 3 is on offer with his expertise, his experience, his talent. The 3 is definitely on offer, but he goes into touch and that just shows that he has a lot of confidence. The forwards will like that. But now Zahira College, in defense, they've had problems. Now around 5 penalties, if I'm not mistaken. 3 in the previous phase, 2 in this phase. Penalty count is at an all-time high. Around 6 penalties so far from Zahira College, and Trinity were trailing in the first half because of the penalties. Will Zahira have to play for the penalty count?
Trinity going to number 2, no problem with the line out because Zahira doesn't compete. Ball available at the back for the Trinitians who are making their way in inroads, and that's going to be a mana back try for Trinity. Back-to-back tries, and Vihanga Indusara is the man celebrating. Trinity hitting back with a brace of tries, extends their lead to 6 points with the conversion to come.
Well, I'll tell you, not just Indusara, I think everyone in that Trinity forward pack should celebrate. Have a look at this replay here. It's collected there right in front from Hamza Abdin, and the quick transfer. The quick transfer to Evin Jayasena, the quick change in the point of attack, foxing Zahira College. And once they got a march on, they just started going and going and going until they scored that try. Trinity get an Amana Bank try and get the lead. A healthy one at that, but they won't be happy with this. Altaf will want to put this through and make it an 8-point game.
The goal conversion from Sean Altaf doesn't get the connection that he would have been looking for. Altaf hasn't looked to go aerial. He's looking for that flat kick, maybe the wind factor bothering him as well. (22 points to 16). 6-point lead for the Trinitians.
The last time Trinity received a restart was not too long ago. It was after that try that was scored by Sean Altaf. They exited pretty well, which allowed them to get another score. Here's the ball straight to the hands of the big Veerawansa. What a game he's having. Carries defense fantastic.
Yeah, big carry by Veerawansa, who likes to
you're set.
carry the ball. Vijay Kohn opting to kick from the base. And spilled forward by Zahira College. Referee playing advantage in favor of the Trinitians.
Advantage playing on.
Vijay Kohn. Achinta. Now Altaf.
It's over.
And here's Abdul Malik through the middle. Needs support, and he finds it through down Vijay Kohn. Isolated now. Need quick support. Still advantage in favor of Trinity. Ball goes out of the hand of Hamza Abdin, but referee will come back for the penalty.
You have a penalty here. You have a penalty here. Time stop here.
But the talking has to come, and here it is.
Captain.
Have a listen in to see what it's going to be, and it's going to be a warning for sure.
Multiple penalties for offside. Continuously, right? I can manage karagano, otherwise I have to go for the next option.
Zahira on notice, and brilliant from Chunche. Before the referee tells him to have a talk with the team, he says, "Sir, can I have a minute?" Trinity yet again will look to go to the corner because currently they're bossing the line out.
You ready?
Altaf spotted something and sent Ambe Pitia to the corner for a second. He spotted something because Zahira College were all huddled up. Kick to touch. One Amana Bank try scored through a rolling maul. Two Amana Bank tries scored through a rolling maul. One not too long ago.
White.
Changes coming in.
Time back. Time off.
We called as to how important changes are going to be in this game. When do the teams make the changes? Now Zahira making changes in the front row. And the number 16 jumper, it's Zain that's coming on. Few changes from Zahira. Number 18 has come on as well. That's Akib. And they're coming to an absolute pressure situation. Trinity collected off the line out. Can't set them all up.
Now the forwards will have to do some work. Jaya
Stay back, stay back, stay back.
tucks it in.
Stay back on the
Jaya
fingers.
Sena. Stay back. The call from the referee.
Stay back.
Now watching the Jaya Sena.
Oh, ruck form. Stay back. Last
Rock
form,
form
last
is the
form.
call.
Advantage.
Beragama. Advantage yet again in favor of Trinity.
You're coming from side. Number 1.
That time Ahmad Arfat, the guilty party, coming from the side. Misela Pereira carrying it forward for Trinity. Jaya Sena back to Vijay Kohn. Now Shan Altaf loses the ball forward, but the advantage was coming. Referee has put them on notice. Calling number 2, that is Ishan Shahib, and he's reaching into his pocket.
Number 2.
Not great signs for
Number two, number
Zahira College. You can't be losing your hooker.
For the line offside.
Who's going to throw your line outs?
Trinity,
He
you
takes
have
it.
multiple penalties.
He takes the bite
For the offside
for
and
the
one for the high
team.
tackle.
Multiple penalties coming in the way for Zahira, and this is brilliant from
Time back on.
Trinity, who are looking to really put Zahira under pressure.
Now game management time from Trinity College, isn't it? They got a string of penalties. They've scored 2 tries. And now it's create a comfortable lead, isn't it? It's knockout footy. You don't have to score flashy tries. You just need to win the game. At the end of the 70 minutes, getting the 3 might be the best option. And they have a penalty right in front. And this should be 3 points set in stone for the boys in red, gold, blue.
Well, Shan Altaf, luckily, breaking the commentator's curse. I was little taken aback by how confident Abid Jamil was. Many teams have lost leagues with penalties right in front, Abid. But Altaf making it 25 points to 16. Now, Zahira College under tremendous pressure. They're down to 14 men. And they're trailing this game as well. 9-point lead for the Trinitians.
Well, it's a high-scoring game here, and at Havelock Park, it's a low-scoring thriller. 7 points to 5. Royal College took the lead into Lemons and still hold on to the lead. Here's the restart. Trinity exited brilliantly well the last 2 occasions. This time they let it bounce, so they've created a line out for themselves.
Nobody wanting to collect that for Trinity. Didn't judge the elevation. Now a line out in their own half. Will be interesting to see how Trinity will look to capitalize from here. Ritika Beragama and the Trinity Chargers asked to make sure that they jump from the mark. Abdul Malik now kicking deep. And that's a very good kick inside the 22 still for Zahirians. Who kick it out. Yeah, he was inside the 22 meters. Is the call from the referee, but a very good net gain for Trinity College territorially.
Well, I'll tell you why Trinity is leading this game after halftime, despite going into the sheds with a 1-point deficit, and that is because they've played this game on the correct part of the field. They've exited really, really well. Despite that first try that Zahira College scored right off the bat, Zahira reclaimed the ball, but every time the ball came back to Trinity through a restart, you saw the previous one where it was a box kick from Udan Vijay Kohn, forced a knock on. This time they force a line out, force Zahira College to make the kick. doing things right now, Trinity College. Zahira College have lost the plot now. In the last 15 minutes or so, Trinity snap it up. Here's Chaya pumping his legs.
Still going is Nahil Jaya for Trinity. Didn't get the line out right, but managed to collect it. Malik to Kumara Singha. Veera Vansa, Veera Kohn. Straightening it up and running back inside is Ambe Pitia. Now Trinity in good precision. Akash Fernando, who's come in place of Hamza Abdin, gets his first touch. Vijay Kohn. Quick ball out and Ambe Pitia loses his footing. Got to wonder whether that skip pass was necessary from Sean Altaf. There were men in the middle who could have attacked and straightened things up for Trinity because Ambe Pitia was cramped for space on the outside.
Well, interesting word you use there, cramped for space. In the previous phase as well, Trinity were cramped for space. Maybe the second or third receiver needs to take a little shimmy in, straighten it up a bit, open up some space out wide. Wingers don't have to score tries every time, but they can create a couple of opportunities if you do allow them the space.
Zain, who's come onto the field, has been given the responsibility of throwing the ball in, but Trinity giving away a penalty.
I am getting your mark. Yeah, your penalty. Stay on the 10. Get from the AR.
Not staying the 10 meters. The guilt for Trinity, giving away their 8th penalty of the game. Chunchi. Duly complies and brings play close to the 40-meter mark. Zahirians need to try and get into Trinity's half. While they have to play catch-up rugby, they don't have to do anything extraordinary because what they've done so far, they've done brilliantly. Here's Sain loading it up, and that time not collected cleanly. Akash Fernando not managing to diving over that ball. We beg your pardon, that was Veragama diving over that ball. Has
No
lost
drama,
it
please.
forward.
Boys, no drama. I saw clearly.
Well, was that a forward off the hand of the Zahirian jumper, you may argue, which came first? But nevertheless, it's a scrum in favor of Zahira College. Needs to be 8 on 8, 7 on 7. Abid, something the referees miss in the school variation because it's 8 on 7. Needs to be matched up. Abdin, it's not safe at all to have that advantage in schoolboy rugby. And here's Saraf in the corner, runs around Paris, but good work by Trinity's man in the corner, Abdul Malik. Zahira inside the 22. Referee playing advantage in favor of Zahira College. The jackal is good, but he will come back for the penalty.
Important phase here for Zahira College. They're down a man, and if they can accumulate points without allowing Trinity further into this game, 3 should be the option here.
Altaf, number of penalties on the offside. So manage Kanius. Yeah, manage Karana. Otherwise, I have to go for the next option.
But that was a pretty early warning from referee Alexander. Yes, he has been blowing a lot of penalties, but the penalties have been blown the other way. Pretty early warning to the Trinity camp.
Oh well, Zahira College, one would argue you need to try and take the points and manage the time, but they've opted to go to the corner. Remember, they don't have their starting hooker as well, and Trinity absolutely need to put a man up and challenge this ball.
R ball, move. Number 9, Trinity, number 9 and 25 off. Number 9 and 25.
Trinity making a double change. Udan Vijay Kohn has been called to the bench, with Ridman Imnet coming on for him.
9 and 25.
And also Amar Pfizer coming on for Trinity as well. 5-meter line out. Zain. 3-man is the call for Zahira.
That's fine.
And Jaya on the ball. And Trinity doing wonderfully well to hold on to the ball. That's going to be held up. And fabulous from Trinity College. And Zahira, I thought, made the wrong call. Abid, they absolutely should have gone for the points.
Well, most definitely. The pressure of the situation just taking away, and don't want to be the teller of bad news for Zahira College, but they're just losing the plot in this game, isn't it? They were holding on to this game right up until they scored that try, but since then, the decisions that they've made, when they have the ball in hand, when they're in defense, hasn't been up to the mark, hasn't been the Zahira that we saw in the first 35 minutes. Now changes in the front row for Trinity College. That's Samash Rodrigo coming on for Ritika Weeragama. Finishes his first start in the red, gold, blue jumper.
Boys, you have to balance. 7. Equal, 7.
Well, there you go. Call has gone through. Maybe listening to you there.
Time back on.
Yeah, finally equalizing.
Crouch!
Now Trinity need to be privy to the fact that there is no man stopping the ball. So from the channels, they need to make sure that they control it. Ridma digging it out. And here's Veeravansa yet again, the battering ram for Trinity. Have done wonderful work. Ridma goes to Altaf, puts ball to boot. Good high-hanging kick. 2 men from Zahira looking to collect it. Doesn't collect it cleanly, but it falls back. Saraf to the new man in with fresh legs for Zain. Good carry that time by Akib from Zahira. And that's the loss forward. Now Trinity really putting pressure. And the pressure telling on Zahira. They're not thinking about what's in front of them, but they're thinking about the 9 points that they need to catch up. And in the game of rugby, if you are under pressure to try and catch up, most times than not, it doesn't go in your favor.
Come, boys. Come quick.
Well, as the good old saying goes, you just have to control the controllables. I hear a lot of chatter in the referee mic as well of sides, knock on, that this. Need to control what you can, Zahira College. 16 points to 25. He played a fantastic game so far. The man who was sent to the bin is back. Sahib is back. So they're back to their full complement.
The Shahib Ishan back and 8 on 8 now.
Set. You have to start here.
Centre field scrum for Trinity. Jayasena, Nimnet, Altaf on the move, Altaf and Abdul Malik. Well run underneath the post. And that try, you could say, the Amana Bank try for Trinity through Abdul Malik might be the last coffin in the nail of Zahira.
Well, very, very good work from Trinity College. Nothing fancy there, just simple rugby, draw and pass, play what's in front of you. Brilliant break from the skipper Shan Altaf to open the gap for Abdul Malik to score the Amana Bank try. Ammar Faisal takes the kicks, that's his first points in the red, gold, blue jumper, that's through. Now Trinity have quite a healthy lead and they have just around 12 minutes to play.
32 points to 16, a comfortable lead for the Trinitians. And take a look at that. Shan Altaf, brilliant force of pace, hoodwinked the Zahirians, and lovely supporting running line by Abdul Malik. Fresh from sitting the first 35, comes in, and his inclusion has given Trinity a little bit more confidence in that number 10 jumper. Abid, I think he's being eased into the season, having missed out a lot of training due to the O-levels. So Abdul Malik, how he owns that number 10 jersey is going to be pivotal to Trinity's chances. Paris collecting that off the kickoff. Ridma to Altaf. Opts to go to the corner and let bounce. Zahirians now need to try and show that urgency as we are inching closer to the final 10 minutes of the game.
They need to up the ante. A little word on the try that we witnessed before from Trinity College. It was a very good run at the ball from Abdul Malik as well. Ran at the ball with pace before the ball was sent out to Shan Altaf to score. Good clearance from Trinity.
Shahi Bishan with the throw in. This time Zahira collects the ball. Chunchi to Feroz. Swings it out wide but to no man. And Trinity coming up in defense. Veeravansa yet again really putting a terrific defensive performance inside the Zahirian red zone. Penalty. 10th penalty for Trinity. This is something that they will look at with concern, because you cannot be giving away penalty after penalty and not expect the opposition to make use of. Junji will want to try and get some meters on this one, but is only able to try and bring it to the 40-meter mark. Concerned looks from the Zahirian supporters. They were elated at the first half. Zahira not managing to set up that maul. Trinity looking to counter the ruck. Abdin now. Zahira looking to kick. Malik returns the favor, puts the ball up. Malik, nobody wanted to collect that, and brilliant work by Malik. Pinning Zahira back in their own 22. Abdin now to the forwards. Good strong carry by Akib, and that's a tip tackle. Quickly taken by Abdin. 10 OK is the call from the referee. Abdin goes to the ground. The forwards need to come in on the act, because it was their halfback who went to the ground. Now Chunchi, it's Feroz to the corner. Here's the fullback in arm. Beautiful offload by the isolated.
Not with the ball.
Needed to go for the ball. Holding the man. He's not going to win you the penalty.
And offside.
And Zain. Advantage yet again in favor of the Zahirians. That time Malik's tackle was good, but they will go back to the penalty.
21 place. 21 place.
Calling number 21 of Trinity. It's going to be trouble for Bilal Nazir, who hasn't spent a lot of time in the ground, but will have to spend rest of the game in the naughty chair.
Clearly won. It's offside.
Well, that's a team penalty that Samas Rodrigo has to take. He has to take the yellow card. And I thought that was coming, isn't it? The penalty count was quite high from Trinity. The first time the warning was issued, I thought it was a bit too early from referee Alexander, but now the timing is spot on. That card had to go. And now Trinity down a man. It's just a 16-point game, Sudarshana. It's just 2 quick tries from Zahira College and the game could be blown open.
18 no?
Where Trinity, they will be happy at the fact that it's not a 14-point game, but a 16-point game. Zahira needs 2 converted tries and another score to try and clinch this one.
Straight line, number 8.
This line out is going to be very, very important. No contest from Trinity, who engage to the maul. Zahirians looking to go forward, and they have headway. Good work by Zahira College. Yes, ball out available for Zahira, and who did he pass that to? Chunchi. Now to Shahib.
Goal out, play on.
Abdin. Now Chunchi.
Knock back, advantage.
Knock on by Trinity, still available. So that will be a scrum in favor of Zahira, who still has belief that they can do this. This is exactly what was needed by them in the early exchanges as well. They needed to make sure that they play for what's in front of them, not worry too much about the score. Afam Abdin cooking something up, talking with his eyes, saying let's go on the short side. Not a very easy place to defend a scrum.
A very good attacking place for Zahira College. Well, defenses have been tested in this game, isn't it? And I'll tell you one thing, both teams have failed the test. Defenses haven't been up to the mark. And whichever team that progresses, by the way the scoreline is, Trinity should progress. Defense needs to be worked on. Here's a chance for them to work on it.
Chunchi opts to give it out, and the Zahirian number 8 losing it forward like a wet bar of soap. Nothing going the way of Zahira in this third and fourth quarter. And the time is running out. We are into the last 5 minutes of the game on our clock. The referee will have a couple of more minutes available. Nishit Kumar Singh's day is done, and in comes Bilal Nazir, who was going to get a yellow card even before he came onto the field. But it was quickly corrected to Samash Rodrigo going into the naughty chair.
Number 8 side off.
Zahira also making a change. Muzil Samad, who lost that ball forward, has been called to the bench with the number 19 for Zahira coming onto the field. That's Shahil.
Boys. I think my sound is enough, no? Yeah. Okay. Back on.
Brilliant by referee. Plenty chatter going on. Just the way it should.
Steady.
Ridman and Meth, the man
Stay 5.
putting it in for Trinity. Altaf puts ball to boot and opts to go for safety off touch. Zahira with another opportunity now to try and create something here. The times that they've set up the maul, it has troubled Trinity.
Well, with 6 points, 16 points in it, and just a couple of minutes remaining, I think it's safe to say that Trinity have seen this one off, unless, of course, Zahira spring a surprise and just play out of their skin in the next 3 or 4 minutes. And we have to decide our Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match as well, Sudarshana. Got a few players that have really stood up. I thought the Trinity skipper played a very good hand as well. His kicks to touch, generally very, very cool under pressure. Shan Altaf played a fantastic game, but my nomination, I think, is in that center midfield. I think it's Sadisha Weerawansa who has to get it, not just for his attack, but his defense was really, really good, despite the win 3 quarters allowing space.
The two names that you mentioned that really did the difference for Trinity. We'll come back to that as Chunchi gives it away to the Zahirian backs. Abdul Malik yet again has been impressive from the time he's come on. He's really breathed new life. That's going to be a yellow card for Paris's trouble.
Direct charging onto the rack.
Direct charging onto the rock. He cannot do that. And this is why you don't have backs being asked to clear rucks.
Direct charge kare ke liye shoulder le raha hai.
Like bulls in China shops. And as we go through the IRX injury time, let's come back to our discussion about Swiss Tech Player of the Match. I thought for Zahira College, Afam Abdin was fabulous. in that number 9 position. He was very quick around the ball. His distribution was very, very good as well. And also their number 8, Mufil Samat, despite making a couple of errors at the last couple of instances, he was very good. For Trinity, Achinta Jayasena, moving into that number 8 position as well, has done very well. But I do agree with you wholeheartedly. The man in the number 12 jersey, Sadisha Veeravansa, has been really the difference. Zahira's attacks have been thwarted by that man through the mid phase and also the center defense, and Sadisha Veeravansa for me as well is the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match.
Well, he's been called on to do the tough work, isn't it? He's been called on to make that first carry from a place where they're going to exit. He's been made to defend very well, and this last phase as well, it was him who forced the error from Zahira College. Mistake at the line out from Trinity.
Trinity happy to not commit many players to the fringers. Rolling away very well that time was Bilal. Now Zahirians playing for pride. No hands is the call from the referee, and here's Abdeen. Advantage in favor of Zahira College. 12th penalty against Trinity.
So this one for the high tackle. Go low, please. Yeah. He's going down. You're safe. Hold. You have a penalty here and here.
Multiple penalties available for Zahira College. Trinity down to 13 men. And the Zahirian coaching panel will take it very personal that if they are not able to try and score here.
Hold, please.
Zahira looking to go pick and go with a pass to the corner. Here's Inam. Abdeen looking to run. Abdeen looking to get his second try of the day. Chunchi goes to the short side.
Stay, boys.
Still available for Zahira. Their fans eagerly waiting for Zahira and referee's whistle to indicate that they've gotten a try. And there it comes. Zahira with a Mana Bank try, and that time it was Zain in the number 23 jersey who touches down for Zahira. Is it too little too late? Because on our clock, it's under a minute to go. 32 points to 21. While Zahira seems like they are going to bow out from here, they're surely not disgraced because they've played and they've played hard. Trinity, on the other hand, really need to take a long, hard look at their penalty count. Reduced to 13 men in the closing stages of the game. It's not going to do you any good if it was a close game. And that's the full-time whistle. 32 points to 23 is how it ends. And Trinity College secure their spot in the semi-final against Wesley College. So one side of the equation is now done, Abid, and 2 games still alive. One at Royal Complex and the other at Havelock Park. At Royal Complex, Isipatana College, 22 points to 10. 65 minutes gone in that game. Seems like they are booking their spot. And Royal, 22 points to 5 in their game against St. Thomas's. 5 minutes to go. Look like we have a precursor for Major Milroy Fernando's Trophy in that semi-final.
Well, it's going to be a lot of history in the semi-finals if it stands like this. We've got one semi-final locked out. Trinity take on Wesley College, and it's 1 versus 2 from last year's league championship. The game they played last year was an absolute thriller at Pallekele. But take nothing away from the team that is bowing out here at the Sugathadasa Stadium in the quarterfinal. Zahira College, what a game. 11 points to 10 at halftime, 16 points to 10 at one stage. And then you talk about phases of play in games. Trinity just owned that phase from like the 40th minute mark till the 60th minute. They just bossed that passage and they find themselves on the right side of the coin at the end of the 70 minutes. Zahira College won't be too happy with their performance. We spoke about the team that turns up in the second half will win the game, and Trinity turned up in the second half to win the game 32 points to 23 at the end of 70 minutes and progress through to the semi-finals of the Dialog Schools Knockout Championship 2026.
Highlights of the second half. Zahira College tried hard, getting a try straight after the half time through Basit Ferrous, who dived over to get the lead, increase the lead the 16 points to 10, and it was Sean Altaf who quickly replied and got the conversion too as well, 16 points to 17. And then Trinity, through their forwards, did very well to try and capitalize and get a sizable lead. Good work by the forwards who managed to touch down. And then this try, yellow card for, that penalty, increasing the lead. And then this brilliant work from Sean Altaf, attacking the space with pace, and Abdul Malik running in right underneath the post, getting the score for Trinity College, which really sealed the game for them. Zahira's consolation try was scored by their substitute Zain, but it came too little, too late for the Zahirians. Full-time confirmation and key stats: 32 points to 23 in favor of Trinity College. Trinity 5 tries, 2 conversions and 1 penalty. Conversions is something that they will look to work on. Zahirians just the 3 tries, 1 conversion and 2 penalties. And Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Sadisha Veerawangsa, who was absolutely brilliant for Trinity. Well, with that, we come to the end of the broadcast from Sugathadasa Stadium. What a quarterfinal it was for both Trinity and Zahira College, and we will meet you next week with 2 thrilling semi-finals. Trinity meeting Wesley, and most probably Isipatana taking on Royal College.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සාතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Captain Cool. අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක් අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
That was summer refresh when the train gotta go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth gotta go ekak.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සාතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් Swiss Tech නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. Swiss Tech ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
අව්ව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
සරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth gotta go ekak.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
ලීසින් එක ගත්ත වේගෙන්ම හවසින් ලෝන් එක ගන්න ළඟම LB ෆයිනෑන්ස් එකට එන්න.
සීන විමන් මවනා ඔබටයි.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න. ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න. හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray. දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.
Kitchen එක අබාන්ස් කරන්නේ දැන් wife උත් happy එකේ ඉන්නේ wife happy කරන්නේ kitchen එක අබාන්ස් කරන්නේ
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love Rugby.
Live Rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Move Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Experience what it means to have true peace of mind with NDB credit cards. NDB credit cards, the advantage in your wallet.